Ebusuafo na etie fo ani de kwan so me pacho me ma obi bia akwa aba ham a daily update. Ebusua me pacho ye di kan make earlier reportage bia Supreme Court epiaba abonten abe strike out the supplementary affidavit, and I said the supplementary affidavit application filed by the suspended Chief Justice Tokornoo in support of the earlier injunction application. Now me pacho after so almost striking out ni we no omunya adaje etna case no, so no mu tie case ni we no by a unanimous decision by the Supreme Court of the land, the apex court of the land. Our Chief Justice Tokornoo ne nsem ni nyina egu. Omo say like merit. Omo say nyina so bia nim. Nsem ade abeyi eni nyina so kra ye kwa mra kwan emra ye de emra ne ye adwuma pa de a wansem ade abeyi like merit. Nsem bia ne be kai like merit. Bra President Mahama 2020 on so the case court election petition court by unanimous SC or manase by unanimous decision or musu gina so ka say ni case na like merit. The same thing na ye Chief Justice Tokornoo. Say Chief Justice Tokornoo were suspended Chief Justice Tokornoo menka ne sa asema ade be like merit nti no me pa chowa the Supreme Court na boni semegu me mam kasa nyet nti e be koni akotie update no Nyankopon hwa nyina na onye ekese me das.
It is the argument of the former Attorney General that to the extent that they have not received the determination of the Thomas Fasci case made against the suspended Chief Justice, it was an infringement on her rights, for which they is going through a process that they do not think that is the intention of the Constitution. However, the Attorney General, who is being represented in court by the Deputy Attorney General, opposed that. He makes the argument that, there's been previous applications that have come before the court seeking the same release and wanting an injunction. Besides the very recent one that has been ruled on by the Supreme Court itself, and the one that the court actually gave its reasoning. That is the case of the Vincent Assefa versus the Attorney General, in which the court actually denied that injunction application as well, to say that, no, when you look at what is before the court, it's a matter of the Constitution being agreed, and that at no point did the President violate the Constitution. It makes the case that in terms of the Thomas Fasci case, the definition not being given to the suspended Chief Justice, he says that as far as they are concerned, all persons who are entitled under the Constitution to receive copies have received say. So to that extent, they prayed on the court to actually dismiss application.
And so, we've heard the decision of the court. Then it's just briefly, the substantive is still outstanding. Do we have a clear date or a clear understanding as to how that is expected to proceed now?
Well, so just like in the case of the Vincent Assefa, where even in the ruling of the court, they have been cautious not to go into a substantive matter. Today in court, while the Attorney General was making his argument, there were some parts of the argument that, in the view of the court, were gearing towards the substantive matter. So the court had to call on them to exercise restraint, not to go into that side of the matter, because it's a matter that the court is getting. When it also came to the counsel for the plaintiff applicant, that's the former Attorney General, it also came to light that, in the view of the court, some of the matters that he was urging on the court were actually matters that will be determined in the substantive suit itself. Then again, the court came in to caution that they refrain from such arguments because the matter is still yet to be determined. Yes, so they stick to the arguments that they needed for the grant of the interlocutory injunction or otherwise. So clearly, the court is minded that the substantive matter is so pending and they're going to deal with it, but you are unable to tell exactly how that would go. Even though in the previous application for an interlocutory injunction, some of the matters canvassed have actually been dealt with by the Supreme Court. It is any time yet to want to make any suggestion as to what when it comes to the substantive suit itself.
Dennis, thank you very much. That's Dennis Paberewadam, is my colleague in court for us this afternoon. The latest is that by a unanimous decision, the Supreme Court has dismissed the injunction application as filed by the Chief Justice seeking to halt the constitutional process seeking her removal. The justices of the Supreme Court made the argument that her case lacked merit, and we heard from Dennis no clear word as to when the substantive case will be heard, but trust us to provide you all of the details as they come through, even as we wrap up this afternoon's edition of that there had been similar of such arguments which had been made, and then the court decided not to grant the injunction. And so we'll see how all of that plays out.
There'll be discussions of that later on tonight, on Ghana Tonight, and then also on 360, News 360 at 7 p.m. here on TV3.
I be say, as in bank for, and now one cry fali a man writ of summons. No crown a bank, and once them no crown a civil case. Entino se nipa no moto nsa friend waba masa kwachene nakohyem enom ne ade ade a na ke say say in a rumble style binum ne ade ade bi
na kwami John Bodu kasa no o say charges who endorse bebre e fa okay
ai
so why is he narrowing it again to that of Ezen Bank? Why must he charges who endorse? So he might be invited by Yoko based on the DNC. Any idea what you
me too, pa.
It's the angel speculation. I'll call police on Yamani Bella Meki.
I'm man bail.
He might delay our Yoko based on questions I had beside the channel. Kwame, we were situated for Timango Wake Up. Friends, Ghana delegation corporate Wake Up. My facing the committee.
Yeah, I'll be facing.
I want that 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Each day, I spend not less than 4 hours. Meanwhile, I have other things to attend to. But once you are being invited, you are supposed to be there. You don't determine me, say, oh, me cry out 1 hour, and I'm not. No, you don't do that. You make get one call. No matter how long it takes. Just my family. A bar said, Akunta mining was mining in the one of the forest reserve. Oh,
but I know they are on record. The president in the back, clear set, per the or briefing our 1 minute at the idea.
President, they don't take him serious. The Minister for Lands came out together the Mineral Commission and said, Mahama, they are licensed to mine in the forest reserve. Forget about the president. As for the forget me. The Minister for Land, John Jinafo, Abu Jinafo, and the Chief Executive Mineral Commission, Martin Aisi, came out. It's on record that they have not mining, mining license, so mine of forest reserve. And was that known why the civil president from Gramboa, this I didn't remember. I'm a British president, though. Based on that.
I see a social. Yeah, civil society organizations, no?
Yes.
Okay.
So it is absolutely right for investigation to continue. So I could find that and then we are what happened. The people that they don't come and we call a woman. Also, why am I in there? But people keep on saying him. Once that such illegal act, exactly. So what is which is which?
Me too.
As for me, I agree with John Bodu. Say, Exim Bank Assembly is a civil issue. It's a civil issue. Who did I say? Woman is the kind of why you do diligence. Those are civil issues. But you are not more for phobia than more biting. Now, you and I know into this character in this country. As you may be announced, and to me, had the tenacity, but the current president said, or back from Anthony negotiate. guy was full of himself. What do you say?
But sir, who say and maybe or the kind class or no because me feed you one and was said or can say a bad economy pa or no who's all premper college or economics and now President Mahama economics but only economics no new a trap as the Mahama the so and now can say maybe so about say or say Mahama crown na so baba kumasi just a money negotiate. Aha, nansana wa man kwan se okay bra obi dinna say na wo fi akọ.
A president of our beloved country ever comes here. Only untumi omo negotiate either.
Omo negotiate o so na omo ye. Na mo ye.
Na omo ye onu kwa na ye. Untumi amadafo.
I know.
Minya confrontation, mini untumi. Not a Chinese for the moon is here on the motorway. I was there at National Gate. And I'm a trail of Musarana and Control Airport. Then why I called someone to wait for me. And I said, so it's a more Hana. Not be named to me. Not be named. No, not be named. And I'll buy. And I saw a call for. If you'll be my signature, the normal place is the same. And I'm saying, I've forgotten the exact numbers. That was 2016 there about. Oh, airport police station. I know buy it. You cut the moon, big information in the end. And you Bruni Ban. Or Jerry that answer. But misbehaving on the road. What do we found?
Why?
Yes. Not to be customer, no. I don't want to, we collect what it says. And it ends there. Later on, I'm saying on national security. Concerning money issues, so this guy has been involved in this legal activity far back then. Yes, he's in your equipment. Where is he?
Yeah.
Let's say it's really sorry, I cannot put his equipment. No. You can't say MP to second bite or third bite. For what you say.
Hey, Chamabuga.
Okay, sir. Yeah, don't come. You should just listen to himself. Until you're board member, until you're CEO, until you say, I don't know. Until might not be neither any of them, but until was involved in government activities.
Government activities say.
Yeah, now road contract. Oh yeah.
What makes him how? Was it road contract to be a
listen to what he's saying. Talk to the state institution that awarded the contract.
Me ba jam me bo.
Yes.
What say? Yama me cocoa rooks. Cocoa rooks no yama wa yama mobilization se fasika koye. 2 oyedru ba bia no already certificate ba bia wa yedru no. Nanka normally no it take 28 days. But won to me kwa empona na ba it take 3 years. Afei en wo mutua ma no. It wa ye aduma no matua ma no a. Se ka cocoa board for a problem ya. Se ko mo na de mbakwa court. De nya aban.
Mommy, I said no under investigation. I can't make a catch on prayer about this example you know. You close your mic.
Okay.
It's me baby. That's what we say. Just and tell to me. They see that they won't tell you.
But rules of natural justice, it's a materialism on the side of the story.
No, Mr. Yeah, what Tina is fantastic. That's a very brilliant job. Why you people? But the point is, what can on that side do?
I meant to wonka. Okay.
Call SM Bank. You see, but what I know, documented. And one investigation just a
Mati.
That's not my training. But Okasan, if I were him, it's calling for public sympathy. That dramatization of events, of issues,
It's what any young trade dear, a best said the under investigation, now the beba out, no, now yes, so ya share, now ye who said ye did in common so befa.
Mommy, yeah, share the best. that you for no. Omuma untu ita so yare. Ana. Why ita so yare? Hello.
Bajo meet you.
Enti wo yare no wo go hospital a. Say your visiting hours. Ana me boa. Enti say you say visiting hours ma. Mo fie. It's an investigation. It's fully being represented by a council. Obia. Yeah, the kind of shower 2017 from March ever October. Yeah, it was so unfaithful. Yes, who freed them back? Who this kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 steps? That's all, Badapo. You shall. Who are the weak? You shall. Oh, if you are now your call. Don't say to win a call. Number name, now we are meant to. But because you're Bolivian, we responded to all these calls and all these invitations. I call by, I give the one. What I say? It is the security apparatus. Almost for a while. Why just go freely. What I want to do is my hand back on my head. What is my hand back on my head? How special is this boy? How special is he? Because who said who could have gone back and we're exhibiting his own national citizen.
But say no the anyaboni.
Okay. Now can lost in the game. I have one papa devil.
I am Minerals Act no.
Who the can the papa ya bonio.
Mate me kind of
you must do what? Yeah. Sometimes they don't look. I know some fine gentlemen and women our MPP. They be a position very lucrative. Won't see for our movie. But especially because of when did he? But won't see your movie. But sometimes when we get the opportunity, look, all this thing that he's doing, mark my lips. When the time comes for him to contest, you do his major campaign. Say NDC, I'm not even general. And when we change the TV station, I was calling you the platform. Then you by 10 by make a sound and I want to say yes. When we have better my education. What do you say?
Meet you, pa.
What's in the castle could go? Jesus Christ. Because who call Yokunu? You can't just say, don't make a call. And okay, you can't take my phone from me. By law, he can actually grab the phone from you. Wouldn't it be true? You have actually disrupted the duty of a state officer. Only, and I want to say, when I want to go, where do my education? Then you're working on one, then I'll be calling you. Really? Some of the consenting positions that don't dramatize events like this. Don't you know what you think I'm going? Origin is still Exim Bank. Origin is still Bobo. Among other transactions.
But they feel say the manner a fast no near the issue has been politicized.
Yeah. It's not true. Our police headquarters, CID. Your man is following the Okoye. Now, other apparatus say, you say, where body? Me say from March to October, from Monday to Friday. Who called a Demba Kuma? Who's this signing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, they are the guys who let you go. 4 days, then you start pressing the dead chemistry. But I was so confident within myself, me public ask from so vociferous as I was then. Emma Obimu until I say embassy me. They can't say I'm not an expenditure officer. I don't do this, I don't do that. So if you think I've done it, prove it to me. The 3 minutes are for free. Between snacks and rotting water. Echo late afternoon. That we know half. But once I had that confidence, I will be definitely no. I did not say wrong though. That motivated my spirit. That really boosted my morale. What do I say? It's not about going there where we go back. We don't want to. But I am more fire into long coffee.
Mati.
Coffee is one. Look what the baby did.
Mati.
Uncle them here. That's the part of the do. Uncle the own. No, uncle do it. Yes, Penny. Where bet you are. We are waiting.
Baba, what him say? And they're not a issue of concern. Emma, the MPP for fraternity, they say. Now, no Bank of Ghana, former Bank of Ghana, over Dr. Ernest Edison, National Security Focus, Ransakini Fee, now, no, Dr. Mahmoud Baumian, the bodyguard, and the same thing. Now, no, Kenoforia Taho, the same thing. Near the Aditina.
The intelligence service of our country, XA information here. Who got the money? No, is this the first time? Now, Kwame, between 2017 and 2024, were you guys not in this country? You might be every day. Now, Kwame, go and talk to the various head teachers and headmasters, headmistresses and headmistresses. How timid they were under Akufo-Addo, and who born you or who born dog to come and talk about lack of facilities in various educational institutions. Every day. Come every day. Governor, former governor, and that's about Yanifa. Because when I was at National Security, National Signal Bureau, that minister is only created. Then one of the dormant is Africa. But recently by area, one of them say now, now you're watching gold mine. What do you say?
Me too, pa.
Funny, they echoes from Washington. Obviously, create on one way, a very
account
to divest state funds. Mr. State Bakuto and Kelly go to Obi at Tempa. And the NCP guy, they have Kofi Tonto. What the guy not to don't look Kofi Tonto, only 3 at them. And I guess the member is $10,000 every month. If they are in Oya, normal Kofi Tonto $10,000 every month. But that is why I plug Kofi Tonto. What's so long? That is how we must operate.
Kofi Tonto Kasa Wanye. Wow.
For that. Yes. Now, yes, 120,000, that is 10,000 times 12, that gives you $120,000. Every man has a quality. And I go about so. It's there are series of issues that SCDC. We know about what happened in what? National service. Those days, national service, the first time I got myself associated with national service, I had the then Peter Kodugbe. Who can know? Yes, Peter Kodugbe time. Nobody knew the place was all lucrative like this. Because we were working with dedication and commitment towards our beloved country. But a time came, Uncle Baba Muto, where they're watching my grandson. Now you call that for the first Anglo good. What are they? To go and mine this country. Now, security apparatus, as for the education, now compose it. What kind of nonsense is this?
Mama na wase na me say
video bi ase we nyamre na wabenya e video ni bi so ahwe ne audios no yankopon hira ye nyina na onye kese comment answer open view share comment section on me be na ya kenkan yankopon hira nyina ebusu amema me kasa nya tenten message so be stay tuned for more updates Moon State for more updates. Ye ni bedi case echi de beto from biano and I said ye beko so biano so no ye be make sure say ye be fa na report ama ye viewers nso no so enya bi eti Nyankopon hia nyina na onye kese medase bebre ye de nkomo ni besi ya